So welcome back to some more Persona 3 Reload. Last time, we started saying goodbye to everybody, seeing how everybody's futures are going to be taking shape, either by hand or by force, in Tanaka's case. And this time, we're doing a last little bit, a couple things. For one, we can't go outside, which means we have the rooftop. We can harvest our final plants, our final golden tomatoes. Don't forget to do that, or otherwise you'll lose that forever. Heading back to the first floor. Make sure you do this. Yukari's sitting out here. Talk to her.
Have you seen this photo before? There's Sanada-senpai, Kirijo-senpai, and that one student who passed away last year in an incident. Aragaki-senpai?
Photo? It's a photo of Sanada, Mitsuru, and Aragaki. Seems like Aragaki is smiling faintly.
They all look so young, so maybe this is from when they started high school. I wonder if Aragaki-senpai also used to live in the dorms. I always thought he looked kinda scary, but in this picture, he seems so kind. It's a really nice picture.
Nobody seems to remember. I remember. I got his loot after all. Besides that, there's really nothing else. One thing I do want to check is... Where is it? Oh, it's in here. Are there... Oh, I can't go... Well, I guess we'll never get to see if there were any new recordings. I don't think there are, but... There's nothing else, really. Let's head back to our room. I've got a text message. The sender's name is blank. Who's this from? Thank you. Last bit of things here. All the items on this shelf reminds me of precious memories. A lot sure has happened over the past year. Can't really check anything else, huh? I gotta go to sleep. Does it even let me out? Is there anybody else I can talk to? I just want to make sure. Yeah, no. Yukari's just sitting there. I think that's everybody. Can't go outside, unfortunately, so... Guess we'll just go to sleep. Just make sure you do that little bit of dialogue there. So, just seeing what else there was. Let's go to bed.
It's me, I guess. May I please come in?
Just a second.
Thank goodness. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm sorry to show up so suddenly, but I really needed to talk to you.
What's on your mind?
I remember everything. It seems like everyone else has forgotten. But I remember. That day we...
Yeah, we did.
I'm sorry. It's just that when I remembered, I was afraid you might go somewhere far away, like you did during the last battle.
I'm not going anywhere.
Today is graduation day, isn't it? I'm sorry. The ceremony's already begun. The weather is so nice outside. Do you remember where we all promised to meet? Why don't we go ahead and wait for the others? We can enjoy the peaceful view of the city.
The time to part has finally come. Though this is our last day together, we want the third-year class to know that we're truly proud of you. We wish each of you good health, happiness, and success. On this momentous occasion, I bid you all a fond farewell on behalf of the student body.
Next, a word from the valedictorian. From Class D, Mitsuru Kirijo-san.
Thank you. This past year, I accepted an important responsibility as Student Council President. When I first addressed you from this podium, I spoke to you all about seizing opportunity while you had the chance. It must have been fate that intervened and gave me an important reminder of this. As many of you know, my father He unexpectedly passed away due to sudden illness. Sudden illness?
Wow, that's rare. I've never heard her stumble in a speech before.
It's a big day. It must be tough to talk about her father.
I remember now. That's right. After my father died, there was a time I lost motivation to live my life.
Am I forgetting something?
Sonata-senpai? What are you doing?
Goromaru!
But no longer. I shall honor my father's will. I won't run from the future. I'll face it head on. Not a single doubt remains in my mind. And the reason...
I promise.
Mitsuru.
That's right!
It's because I have forged such wonderful friendships. And we swore that we would never lose hope, no matter what the future may bring.
Senpai! We remembered him, and Aegis!
Yes, I did as well. Let's go. They're waiting.
Hello, this is a ceremony. We're not done.
The wind. It feels so nice. I admit, I'm finally noticing the beauty of spring. It's wonderful. And yet, without exception, each and every season will come to an end. We fought side by side. We faced the world's end. And now, I'm finally beginning to understand what it was I'd been searching for. I always wondered what it really meant to live. Now I think it's following your heart, fighting for what you can change, and accepting the things you can't. Nothing on this earth lasts forever. Every life will one day fizzle out. That holds true for all of us, and as soon as you come to terms with it, you realize something. You see what really matters, and find out what it is that gives your life meaning. When I learned that I wasn't strong enough, I was tormented by it. Now I understand why. Protecting others is the duty I was given. But to me, it was more than an obligation. At some point, it became something I wanted to do for myself. Once I decided to try and prevent the fall, something inside me clicked. When I thought about how I might never see you again, that's when I first understood what mattered to me the most. And so, I made up my mind. What I want is to protect you from now until the end of time. I want to stay by your side. And I know I'm not the only one out there who could do this. But still, I want to. Because I'm positive, if I do it for you, then nothing's a waste. My life will have meaning. So, thank you.
Don't cry.
Sorry. What's gotten into me? It's good. I finally found a reason to live. So why am I... They're here. I see it now. I have friends. We support each other through thick and thin. Not everything needs to be for some greater purpose. Just caring about someone can be enough. That's all we need to give our lives meaning. As for me, I found my path. And that's to protect you with my life. Thank you so much for everything. You must be tired. Go ahead and rest now. I'll be right here. I won't be going anywhere. In a moment, the others will be joining us. It'll be okay. I'm right by your side, here to protect you forevermore.
That's the end. That's Persona 3 Reload. The ending feels a little ambiguous, but I mean, that's why we have the answer. Just know that at the end there, we did die. We closed our eyes for the final time. But again, that'll be left for stuff in the answer. We'll figure out why, and hey, there's still more game to this, which is great. This game is long enough as it is, but I'm glad there's still a little bit more to go. As we're just going through the credits and with this amazing music, I guess I can just talk about the LP and how I felt about it and how it's been going with it. I am really happy that I chose this game. I say that with a lot of the games I choose, but this was supposed to be one, a callback to Persona 5's LP for that, but also an enhancement on it, because I know that I was not the greatest of LPers when I covered Persona 5, and I'm still growing as it is. And this was a testament to keep growing as an LPer. And while Persona 3 Reload is a little shorter, it's still a very long game. Every Persona game is really long. So, I guess it's shown the width of time when it comes to my growth as an LPer, but as a person as well. This game shows a lot of different aspects of life that to cherish, and this is the darker of the Persona games. Persona 3 goes through a lot of dark themes with death, grief, with regrets, with everything. And it's a really dark story, but it comes out to be a beautiful one at that. And so, I'm really happy that I chose to do this game. I'm really happy that you guys have enjoyed it, and there's been, at least more recently, a lot more support on the later episodes. I know Persona's not everybody's forte, and I know it's a very long series to try to watch through. Hell, there's over 100 episodes, and each episode's more than 30 minutes long, so trust me, I understand not being able to watch through the whole thing. It's a lot. It is a crap ton of content, and I understand that not everybody's going to want to watch that. However, it's surprising to me that I still have the support that I do have with this series, for it being such a niche game in the series and all that. Because not everybody likes this game, let alone Reload. Personally, I love the game a lot. I think it's a big step up from what the original Persona 3 was, and that's easy to say since it was kind of stuck on at latest PSP, but I digress. It's an amazing game, and I'm glad to have shared my love with it to you guys. When the game first came out, and I played through it, because I had never played Persona 3 before then, I knew from then I wanted to do an LP on this as soon as possible. I wanted to cover this game, because it's an amazing game. And a lot of things have happened since I started this LP. This was, God, it'd be coming up to a year soon-ish, I think. I don't remember how long it's actually been, but I started this LP when I was still in college, so, and since then I've graduated with my master's and all that, and just living life, so, it's, I don't know, I guess it's poetic that this game has followed me throughout my life as well. And to which I say, I thank you guys for enjoying the series as much as I have. There's still more to go with the answer, and I'll talk more about the answer next episode because, well, that's still going to be part of the series. It's going to be in the same playlist, but it's not going to be the same episode number, so the next episode will literally be episode 1. But as for any contributions and all that, a lot of the notes I got for this game was from the Game 8 site, their walkthrough on it, so I highly thank the people who made that walkthrough. I didn't follow it to a T, but I did follow it pretty closely to make sure I was doing everything alright, so thank you to those folks over at Game 8 for making that guide. I'm not sponsored or anything like that, but they made a really good guide, and I highly recommend looking through it. So, and again, I thank you guys for joining me on this project. As I said before, Persona's a giant project, and I know after Persona 5 I said it was going to take a long time before I would ever cover another Persona game, but, you know, I think this makes me more hopeful for later Persona games. One day I do want to cover Persona 4, and the other spin-offs, potentially, like Persona 5 Strikers, but that's for another day. That is sometime in the future, not anytime soon right now. But besides, we still have the answer to go through. And man, I love this game personally. It's got a really good message. It's got really great characters. I loved every aspect of it. I didn't really like the whole having to grind off the Reaper over and over and over again that I did off screen. And even on screen! Like, I do feel bad for showing all those fusions, but I did want to show them in case people were following along, and you know, I don't like cutting stuff too much. I cut stuff when it's appropriate, but I digress. That's where I'm going to leave things off here. With this beautiful credit music and all that, I do thank you once more, for this is the end of the main game. So, next time on Persona 3 Reload, we're starting the answer. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.